Welcome back to Ask Allison. Here's today's question. I know I'm doing something right with my marketing because I get a few phone calls a week, but none of them are becoming clients. I'm private pay, which I know is a problem for some clients, but there are full private pay therapists in my area, so I know it's possible. What am I doing wrong on that phone call? First, I want to thank TherapyNotes for sponsoring Ask Allison. They are the #1 rated electronic health record system available today. With live telephone support 7 days a week, it is clear why TherapyNotes is rated 4.9 out of 5 stars on Trustpilot and has a 5-star rating on Google. TherapyNotes makes billing, scheduling, note taking, and telehealth incredibly easy. And now, for all you prescribers out there, TherapyNotes is proudly introducing ePrescribe. If you're coming from another EHR, TherapyNotes makes the transition incredibly easy, importing your demographic data free of charge so you can get going right away. Find out what more than 100,000 mental health professionals already know. Use promo code ABUNDANT at therapynotes.com for 2 free months. So without hearing your phone calls, I can't accurately diagnose the problem, but here are therapist mistakes I see most often that prevent conversions into clients. From phone calls into clients. There we go. So clinicians don't assume the client is calling to make an appointment. They treat it like it's an information gathering call. They say things like, well, look at your schedule and call me back if you want to work together. Think about it like this. If you called a dermatologist because you had a suspicious mole and they answered some questions and they asked you some, and then they said, well, give us a call back if you want us to look at it. Like that'd be weird, right? Our clients need things to be easy. They don't need another unnecessary step in the process. Another problem is clinicians make the phone call all about selling themselves. If I call you up because I'm struggling and you ramble on about your trainings and your certifications, I'm going to assume you're going to take up all the space in session too. Clinicians not asking about the client, charging forward with available days and times without seeming to care what the client is struggling with, makes the client feel like a cog in a wheel. So whether you're talking about yourself the whole time or you're not asking them anything at all about themselves, they're left with this same feeling of not feeling seen. And that's pretty important in a therapeutic relationship. Another problem is being distracted when they're on the phone with potential clients. Don't call people back in the car or at a noisy restaurant or with your kids screaming in the background. Treat calling people back like the legitimate business interaction that it is. Calling people back too late is another problem. If someone has a list of referrals and they call them one after another, they may have already scheduled with someone by the time you return their message. That's not about you. That being said, please call people back, even if it's a week late, even if they mentioned that they need to use insurance and you don't accept it. Call them back and apologize for any delay if there was one. See if they still need care. Lastly, winging the conversation. There is a certain amount of flexibility in these phone calls that's necessary, but if you aren't following a framework, you're likely to forget to ask or communicate important things. You're also more likely to trip over yourself when you're talking to them about your practice in a way that makes you look less competent. Your free worksheet today, it shares a first phone call script. I'm going to link to that. And we have over 60 other scripts in the What to Say When course, which is inside the Abundance Party. You can join the Abundance Party now with promo code WINTER, which gives you 40% off your first month at abundancepracticebuilding.com/party. We'll link to that. If you have a question for Ask Allison, I've got a link in the bio that you can click that will allow you to ask whatever questions you have. There's a special little place for it. All right, I'll talk to you all next week.